Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Smitty from DetroitMansRoom.com. Just want to give you an update on how I felt about the Lions game that went down in Dallas today. A couple key things that I saw was most notably Matthew Stafford. Earlier in the game, he had some trouble calming down and getting used to the element of playing at home. You know, it's been a while since he's actually played down in Dallas. Of course, he had his family down there. Probably had a big meal, the night before the game, and had to get his family and friends a suite. So once he settled down in the second half, was able to set his feet, and deliver some strikes. Everything was cool, but everybody keeps harping on how the offensive line is not protecting him. Stafford needs to sit in the pocket, step up in the pocket during the game, because this backpedaling and throwing off your back foot, you're falling into the early Brett Favre syndrome. You can't do that in this league. You got to be able to stand in the pocket. Getting outside and making plays is cool, but when you break the offensive line down, if you don't form a pocket, then you wind up letting the offensive linemen off the hook and taking their job completely away. So that's one notable thing. A couple other things that I harped on them in the pregame was that they need to be able to make in-game adjustments during the first half. The Lions are consistently come out in the second half and moving the ball without problems and punching it in the end zone. They have no problem moving the ball up and down the field in the second half. I don't want this to be a consistent thing for them, so hopefully they can get that straight. Now, a couple other things I want to talk about was the penalties. A lot of people are going to say that if the Lions get rid of all these penalties, they'll be all right. Well, they're not going to get rid of all of them. That is one thing that we do have to work on. There are different penalties, whether the calls are good or whether they really affect the game. Sometimes you have to take that into consideration. But, we got the W. Hopefully Schwartz will get on to certain players and, straighten them out just like Shirless did, who had a pretty good game. We didn't hear Backus' name a whole lot, but, when he did go out, we thought about it then. If you lose Backus, then what are you going to do? So to switch to the other side of the ball, the defense actually, didn't make a whole lot of plays earlier, and that was like a lot of one-on-one matchups that really were just completely obvious to not the play calling, but, just making a play. So, Chris Houston and Eric Wright had to make some plays, and they just couldn't get it done at the time. Hopefully they come back next week and, lock these guys up down in at Ford Field. So that's just about it for right now. So y'all write up a blog, and y'all hear from me on Monday at DetroitMansRoom.com on Detroit Mansroom Radio.